Well, everyone drop it again. Hey, I'm in Elsmere, Kentucky today. I'm on a bridge that's owned by Norfolk Southern that recently got downloaded as far as how much tonnage can go across it. This is a bridge I've shown in a bunch of my videos. It's in Elsmere, and it's got did have a 27-ton weight limit on it. Well, this thing's in bad shape. I've shown videos of it, how it's crumbling. They dropped the tonnage in half, so it's now down to 13 tons, as you can see right there. This bridge is owned by Norfolk Southern and maintained by Norfolk Southern. Now, it used to be owned by Cincinnati because Cincinnati used to own the railroad all the way from Cincinnati to Chattanooga, over 300 miles, but they recently sold it to Norfolk Southern. At one time, Cincinnati was the longest city in the world because they were over 300 miles long since they owned this railroad. Here's the bridge. And let's see. Here's some deterioration we can show you. You can see all the way down to the tracks right there. I have shown this in quite a few of my videos. This is a pretty old bridge. Not sure when it was built. Probably the 30s would be my guess. All right, get a few looks around here. We'll get some trains today too. So here we go, start the video, son. Elsmere, Kentucky. See, it's in pretty bad shape. It's been patched up and it's still deteriorating. In the winter time, if it snows, this sidewalk just stays covered with snow and ice. I have shown that before. There's the whole bridge. The biggest problem with them dropping the tonnage on this bridge is that the fire department can't bring a fire truck over it now. And the Elsmere Fire Department is down that way, just 2 blocks. 2 blocks down to the left. And they use this bridge quite a bit, but now they can't use it for fire trucks. They gotta go way around. The next road over that way is Main Street. And a lot of times trains will stop when they're coming up the hill to cut the engine off the back. They'll stop and they'll block Main Street for a while. So you got that crossing up there. And the next crossing is in Erlanger, down that way. About, what, a little over a mile, something like that. All right, here's another look at the bridge. This kind of shows how it humps up in the middle. See that? There you go, we got 2 tracks under it. All right, here's what the bridge looks like from the side. This is the north side of the bridge. I'm reaching over as far as I can. Had to walk through some weeds to get this shot. There's the sign on the bridge that lets you know that it's not owned by the city. See, it's owned by the railroad and maintained by the railroad. It's kind of unusual. Wow, look how cool this bridge is. I wonder how old this thing is. My guess is going to be probably the 30s, maybe early 40s, somewhere in that area. right, check this out. We got a train coming. I just heard it go across the defect detector at milepost 14. We are somewhere around 10 or 11 right here, because I think it's 9 is up there at that next crossing. So the train's coming from that direction, northbound. Let's see what happens. Looks like the train's on track 2. They're over there at the Main Street crossing, and they're coming to a stop, it looks like. The gates are down at that crossing. That's pretty far, it's kind of hard to see. I'm wondering why, but if you look this direction, you can notice that the signal's all on red. So they're waiting for something. Have to get the signal to go to green before they get through. Let's see what happens. Well, the gates have gone back up and cars are going across the crossing, so it might be a while, but we're going to see what happens. All right, we got a green signal. I got a green signal and the train just blew the horn. So I think they're getting ready to go. They might be switching tracks. All right, here they come. That signal might be for them to switch from track 2 to track 1. They've been sitting there for over an hour, probably about an hour and a half, somewhere in that area. Gates are just now going down.
Oh, because it just started moving.
Yeah.
Oh, now I hear the bells.
Live action.
I think I see another end.
Maybe 2 of them.
I don't know about 2 engines.
It's like double stack intermodal train.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, it looks like there's
Wait,
more
no,
than
there's
one.
3 engines. I think
3?
there's 3. No, wait, 4. There's 4.
All right.
There's 3.
Yep, this train is changing from track 2 to track 1. About a quarter mile from us, to the north of us. Pick up some speed here now. It's going to be dropping down the hill into the Ohio River Valley. Wow, this is a long one. There she goes. Northbound, dropping down over the hill, changing from track 2 to track 1. That's pretty cool looking. Had to wait for over an hour and a half for that one to go. Never gave up though. There she goes. I'm also going to get some trains at that next crossing down, so don't go away. We'll see what else happens. There you go. Thanks for watching. That was pretty cool. From on top of the bridge over here. There it is. Happy 8th birthday, Isaac Watkins, and thanks for watching my videos. Happy birthday, Isaac. All right, there's the firehouse, Elsmere Fire Department, right here. And the bridge is just 2 blocks that way. You can see it right there in the middle. See that little hump sticking up? So that's kind of a big inconvenience for the fire department. They won't be able to use that for their fire trucks. They're going to have to go around. But there's the Elsmere Fire Department. And when I listen to them on my radio, I use the same radio that I listen to the trains on. I use 154.190 and the trains are on 160.950. Now you know. Happy 73rd birthday, Robert Hagberg, and thanks for watching my videos. Elsmere, Kentucky grew as a railroad community and was founded in 1896. It was originally called South Erlanger. And we got a train coming from that way right there. Just heard a detector go off milepost 14. So it's about 3 miles away. Oh, the signal finally went to green. Check it out. Let's see if that shows up over here. Top right. Right there. So we got a northbound train. Gonna be going straight on through. And here it comes. Just coming up to Main Street. There it is. You see the headlights. That's still pretty far away. All right, there she goes, northbound. Couple hours between trains. Not very busy today. I waited a couple hours for a train before the one that came for this one even. It's not very busy. Well, let's see what else we can get into. I'm gonna go down to the other crossing down that way, where the train's just now going across. The end of the train's getting ready to go across that crossing. Let's head down there. We're going down there right now. Here we go. Thanks for watching. But wait, there's more. There always is. I'm going to change locations. We'll go down to the next railroad crossing and get a couple trains down that way. So here we go. Wow, almost missed that one. Couldn't get through the traffic, almost missed it. Car before. That Nike car, I've seen that one. Sweet. That DPU was awesome. Man, it was working hard. They just crested the top of the hill right here. That's why they were going so slow at first. They were right at the top of the hill. Man, that was a good one. All right, thanks for watching. Let's see what else we can get into. Ah, but wait, there's more. A little local coming through, I think. Well, that was a little bit better than nothing. Okay, we got another train coming, northbound. It's just now going underneath the Garvey Avenue, right over that way if you can see it. There it is, see a headlight? Right there. Garvey Avenue is the very next crossing down. It's not really a crossing, it goes over the track. That's that bridge goes over. Going on by Norfolk Southern. Let's see if these gates are going to activate. There we go. They're just now dropping over the hill, into the Ohio River Valley. Yeah, I think I see a DPU. Can't tell yet. Yep, DPU, I see you. Kind of hidden. There it is. There's your last one right there. Those are empty steel coals cars. Going northbound. They're headed towards Guest Street Yard in Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, that was pretty cool. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my videos, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got time, check out another one because every view helps my channel. All right, we'll see you later. There's the sign on the bridge that lets you know that it's not owned by the city. It's owned by the railroad and maintained by the railroad. Kind of unusual.